All right, thanks, guys. The Dodgers take on the Phillies, 7:05 Eastern first pitch at Citizens Bank Park in South Philly. Rousing chants of "Let's Go Dodgers" at Citizens Bank Park last night. Very uncommon scene there. You don't see that a whole lot in Philadelphia. But anyway, the Dodgers are minus 200, totals at 9.5. We did see a 15-cent move toward the Dodgers and movement upward on the total. LA open $1.85 up to minus 200. Total open 9 up to 9.5. 73% of the consensus is leaning toward Los Angeles. 71% is shaded toward the over. Right now, the Phillies are plus 180 on the money line. The Dodgers on the other side, minus $1.25 on the run line. We have Walker Buehler for the Dodgers, Vinny Velasquez for the Phillies. Velasquez is just 2-5 with a 4.63 ERA and a 1.40 WHIP. Walker Buehler on the other side, 8-1 on the year, 3.46 ERA and a 0.99 WHIP. He's been absolutely brilliant. The Dodgers, Walker Buehler also has 113 strikeouts in just 104 innings pitched. Now the Dodgers are first in the NL West, 30 games over 500. They are 63-33 overall for the year. They're also second in runs allowed. One more thing to add about the Dodgers, they are first in walks allowed as well. Meanwhile, Philly, winners in just 3 out of their last 9, just 20-28 against the spread at home. And of course, when I refer to the spread in Major League Baseball, I'm referring to the run line. The Phillies are also 23rd in hits allowed. Now, total-wise, the Dodgers are 26-15 to the over, taking on teams between 460 and 540. Give me the Dodgers minus 1.5 and the over 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Rays, Yankees, 7:05 Yankee Stadium. No line currently posted for this game. We have Ryan Stanek for the Rays, CC Sabathia for the Yankees. CC's 5-4 thus far in the year. He's got 71 strikeouts in just 76 innings pitched. Ryan Stanek on the other side for the Rays, 0-2 on the year, 19 bases on balls in just 51 2/3 innings pitched. The Yankees are first in the AL East, 59-33 overall for the year, 26 games over 500. They're also 33-16 at home, 11-3 in their last 14 at home as well. The Yankees are third in runs allowed at home, 7th in walking batters. Meanwhile, the Rays on the other side, 24th in striking out, losers in 4 out of their last 5 at Yankee Stadium. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Yankees winning this one outright for some money line cash. Next game, Nationals, Orioles, 7:05 Baltimore. The Nationals are minus 200, totals at 11. We did see a nickel fade of Washington and movement downward on the total. The Nats open 205 down to minus 200. Total open 11.5 down to 11 flat. 58% are leaning Nationals, 67% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Orioles are plus 170 on the money line. We have Austin Voth, or Voth. I don't know how to say it, man. Austin Voth for the Nationals. Asher Wojciechowski for the Orioles. Wojciechowski's 0-2 with a 6.10 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. Voth on the other side, 16 strikeouts in just 14 2/3 innings pitched with the Nationals. Now, Baltimore is piss poor. They're 28-65 overall for the year. Winners in just 12 out of 46 at home. They're also just 15-31 against the spread at Camden Yards as well. Now, Washington on the other side, 27-19 ATS away from home. Very good cashing those run line plays when traveling. They also have gone 8-2 in their last 10 ball games. They are third in striking batters out on the road. So with all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and lean Washington minus 1.5 and the under 11 runs in that game. Next matchup, Blue Jays. Red Sox, 7:10 Boston. The Red Sox are minus 200, totals at 11. We did see a nickel fade of Boston and movement upward on the total. The Red Sox open 205 down to minus 200. Total open 10.5 up to 11. 72% are leaning toward the Red Sox. 74% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Blue Jays are plus 170 on the money line. Boston minus $1.15 on the run line. We have Jake Waguespack for the Blue Jays. Andrew Cashner, recently acquired from Baltimore, pitching tonight for Boston. Cashner is 9-3 with a 3.83 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. Congratulations to both Boston and Andrew Cashner. Congrats to Boston for adding a great arm to the rotation, looking to make a little push here towards the second half of the season. Congrats to Andrew Cashner, who's been, I don't want to say brilliant, but very, very solid the past couple of seasons. Unfortunately, he was just playing for Baltimore. But anyway, Cashner, once again, 9-3 on the year, 3.83 ERA, and a 1.19 WHIP. Boston is 8 games over 500, 51-43 overall for the year. 6-2 in their last 8 ball games. They rank second in scoring, first in hits. Meanwhile, Toronto on the other side, 25 games under 500. They're just 35-60 overall for the year. They've won just 17 out of 47 games away from home. They rank dead last in hits and dead last in walks allowed. Now, total-wise, Boston is 11-2 to the over, taking on the Blue Jays. Give me the Red Sox minus 1.5 and the over 11 runs in that game. Next matchup, Padres, Marlins, 7-10 Miami. The Padres are minus 125, totals at 8. We did see a 10-cent fade of San Diego and movement downward on the total. The Padres open $1.35 down to minus 125. Total open 8.5 down to 8 flat. 56% are leaning Padres, 65% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Marlins are plus 115 on the money line. The Padres plus $1.35 on the run line. We have Logan Allen for the Padres, Jordan Yamamoto for Miami. Yamamoto's been very good this year, 3-0 with a 1.24 ERA and a 0.90 WHIP. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Padres, Logan Allen comes into this game with a 4.50 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP. Believe it or not, the Marlins are 7th in hits allowed on average per game. They're also 2-1 taking on the Padres this year, and they're 4-1 in their games where Jordan Yamamoto made the start. Now, the Padres on the other side, winners in just 15 out of 41, taking on teams under 460. They're also winning just 47% of their games as the official Vegas favorite. They've lost 8 out of their last 11 ball games. San Diego's 3 games under 500, 45-48 overall. They're also 28th in striking out on the road. Now, total-wise, the Padres are 3-0 to the over, taking on the Marlins. Miami on the other side, 67% to the over, following a day off. Give me the Marlins plus 1.5 and the over 8 runs in that game. Next matchup, Tigers, Indians, 7-10 Cleveland. No line currently posted for this game. We have Carpenter for the Tigers, Plesac for the Indians. Plesac is 3-3 with a 1.18 WHIP. Carpenter on the other side for the Tigers, just 1-5 on the year, 8.36 ERA, 1.75 WHIP. Cleveland is 5th in runs allowed, 3rd in walks allowed. They are 12 games over 500, 52-40 overall for the year. Winners in 8 out of their last 10. Detroit on the other side, winners in just 3 out of their last 20. They're also just 2-15 in their last 17 in Cleveland. If you're into historical trends, give me the Indians winning this game outright for some money line cash. Next game, Reds, Cubs, 8:05 Chicago. The Cubs are minus 125. No line currently posted for this game as of yet at Wrigley Field. We did see a nickel fade of the Cubs in the early wagering. Chicago opened $1.30 down to minus 125. No line on the total as of yet. 54% are leaning Cubs. And at the moment, the Reds are plus 115 on the money line. We have Anthony DeSclafani for the Reds, Alec Mills for the Cubs. DeSclafani for Cincinnati is 5-4 on the year, 90 strikeouts in just 86 2/3 innings pitched. The Reds are 2nd in runs allowed on the road, 4th in hits allowed on the road, They're also 4th in striking batters out. The Cubbies, on the other side, have dropped 4 out of their last 5 at home, taking on Cincinnati. They've also won just 3 out of 9 head-to-head matchups with the Reds this year. Chicago is 21st in striking out, 20th in striking batters out. Give me the Reds plus 1.5, getting the job done for some run line cash.